ਸਤਿ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਜੀ। ਅੱਜ ਅਸੀਂ ਟਰੱਕ ਵਰਲਡ 2024 ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੂਥ ਹੈਗਾ Orange EV। Orange EV ਜਿਹੜਾ ਇਹ ਮੈਨੂਫੈਕਚਰ ਹੈ ਫਰੋਮ ਸਟੇਟਸ। ਇਹ ਸ਼ੰਟ ਟਰੱਕ ਬਣਾਉਂਦੇ ਆ ਟੋਟਲੀ ਇਲੈਕਟ੍ਰਿਕ, ਜਿਹੜੇ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਮਤਲਬ ਬੇਸਿਕਲੀ ਆਰਡੀਨਰੀ ਡੀਜ਼ਲ ਟਰੱਕ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਸੀ। ਯਾਰਡ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਟ੍ਰੇਲਰਸ ਵਗੈਰਾ ਸ਼ੰਟ ਕਰਨ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਕੰਪਨੀਆਂ ਕੋਲੇ ਪੁਰਾਣੇ ਯੂਨਿਟ ਹੈਗੇ ਆ। Zach is gonna tell us more about the EV and what these guys are all about.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so I'm Zach Ruderman with Orange EV, and we manufacture pure electric shunt trucks. And we've been doing that for over 8 years. We have over 1,000 of them in the market across the US and into Canada. Okay. And this is really the perfect application for an EV truck because it never leaves the site. So you've got charging right there, so there's no range anxiety. And you save so much in fuel and maintenance and repairs that it's better financially, it's better operationally, it's better for the drivers. It's a win for everybody.
The highway units being pushed for electric. To be very honest, I've been in 25 years in the industry myself driving. I don't know how far they're gonna go. Maybe they're gonna do other parts of the world, but in Canada, I don't know. Like, we're just so far behind as far as everything else goes. But anyways, I think this electric concept in a shunt truck probably the best because they don't do much distance. It stays within the facility. If the driver shunt like say 5 truck trailers within an hour, then he doesn't have anything else to shunt. He can plug this in and let it charge for another hour or so. By the time he got all the batteries charged again, he can continue with the rest of his day.
Right. Yeah, we operate in a lot of 24/7 operations, and just like you described, when the driver's on their break, they can just plug it in. So even for these 3-shift operations, just plugging it in during the lunch break, and if there's a couple other breaks, then that's enough time to keep the battery charged and go day after day after day.
So how long, if the batteries are completely dead, how long the charger takes to charge the batteries fully? And how long the batteries last within the yard if you're shunting between the buildings or just between the yard and or whatever your staging area for the trailers.
Yeah, if you don't have any time for charging, if there's no break for the driver, if you're hot seating, then and if you run the truck down to really low batteries, then with our fast charger it would take just over 2 hours to fully recharge it. Okay,
that's pretty good. 2 hours only, huh? So as far as the AC, everything is just like any ordinary truck. It has the hydraulics to lift the trailers. How that mechanism work?
Right, yeah, we've got the hydraulics for the boom to lift the trailers. Okay. And the AC, people love the AC. And the advantage, our AC works great, but then it's also easier because you're not sitting on top of the engine, the way that you would be in
less heat.
Truck. Right, you're right, less heat there. Yeah. But then in the winter, we've got a heated seat, and we've got forced air heating, so it keeps the driver really comfortable, whether it's hot weather or really cold weather.
No, that makes sense. I mean, it's pretty a neat idea. I think this is the way to go, especially, obviously, who's your clients? Obviously, somebody like a food places, distribution centers, and some of the big players in the industry. Who are your main customers within Canada?
Yeah. So it's a lot of food companies, grocery companies, manufacturing plants, a lot of package delivery, package companies. Yeah. So over 250 fleets. So I know with what seems like new technology, nobody wants to be the first to get it. They say around second. Yeah, the nice thing with this is you wouldn't be first or second, you'd be 250th, 251st. So it's really been proven out by a lot of different fleets across North America.
So how long these batteries they're rated for their life? Like say 5 years, how long they last, and before you have to change it completely because they stop charging. They don't charge anymore, or they don't hold their charge for long enough. So what's that cycle?
So our oldest trucks are about 8.5 years old, and they are still on their original battery packs.
Oh, wow.
So as you described, what happens when it doesn't take any charge? So we haven't had that yet after 8.5 years, and now we offer a battery warranty. Our standard warranty is 7.5 years, and what we're saying is that through 7.5 years, it will have at least 80% of its capacity.
Okay.
So you will be able to use it for all the things that you intended to use it. And we expect the batteries to last longer than 7.5 years. Otherwise, you wouldn't put the warranty right at 7.5 years. So yeah, the batteries have been incredibly robust, and part of that is the battery chemistry that we're using. So there's a lot of different battery chemistries, but the lithium iron phosphate chemistry that we have is designed to have the longest life and have protect against thermal runaway that some other battery chemistries might have. And it's more resilient for cold temperatures, that won't shorten the life of the battery as much as other battery chemistries.
Okay. Another thing, I know it's cheap to run this guy instead of burning fuel. It's obviously cheaper. But what about the cost-wise? Are they very much sitting at the same price point that just the ordinary trucks?
So if you were to buy the truck, then the upfront cost would be more than the diesel.
Okay.
If you lease the truck, and if you compare the lease cost of this versus the lease cost of a diesel truck plus the diesel fuel, then you'll come out pretty similar. So even though if you buy it, it costs more up front, then the savings of the fuel and the maintenance and repairs, you'll find that you could pay it back, especially if you're working 2 shifts or 3 shifts. You could pay it back within 2 years, 3 years, and that's without any grants or incentives. And in Canada right now, there's a federal tax credit of $100,000 that's available for up to 10 trucks a year that people can take advantage of. And when you're using a credit like that, then the payback is even faster.
Thank you very much. That's incredible information that you've given us. Thank you so much for to take some time out and give more information about the EV world.
Great.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you.